Okay, so what this one is this is a C sharp console app with .NET. That's what I say created this. So here's line one. It's a very short one. This is line one through line 28. This part you don't really need this, but it goes all the way out here. It says replace with report and baud rate. I'll move it back over because I'll make this wider so you can see everything. That's what I'll do. There. That way you can see everything. So here's line 1 through line 28. Okay, I went over just a little bit on that last one. I want to redo this again. This is line 1 through line 28. I'm going to go down. This is line 27 through line 55. And I'll move this over so you can see this whole line. I would take screenshots so you can capture all the data. I would take a screenshot. Now, so that's line 27 to 55. Go down here, and now we're at line 52 to line 79. Keep going down. Now it's line 75 through line 103. Again, I take screenshots, and then that's the end of it. So that's 87 to 108. The other thing I did was I created an installer. So what you just saw, what you saw is the code right here for this. That's what this is, the ESP code. And then I created this, which is an installer. And the installer is right here. So I created an installer, and it's here. I have, there's a shortcut. There's a shortcut. And then I have, this is my primary one. I can go into detail on how to create this if you don't know how to do that, but I can't do that today. I will do that later. And that's about it. So after I did this and I created this, I'll show you where the file is after this. I'll restart right here. Okay, so after I created this, I right click on this and I say open in File Explorer, and it's inside of here. I built it inside of here. This is my executable. This is what is my installer. It installs it onto the Windows computer. It puts everything where it's supposed to be, and you can install it and uninstall it. And what I would do is I would copy it, like say copy, then I'd create a folder, new folder, and I would rename the folder. I don't know, ESP32 installer, something like that. And then I would just paste them inside of there, and now you have your installer. Now, if you're up to this point, you've done this before, because you can follow some of my other code, like the one where I show you do the functional test. I go step by step. I use those same steps in creating this installer. And you just right click here, say run as administrator, and it will install it onto your computer like it did for me. Um, so I'll go ahead and close these two down, and I'll go to the other C sharp program I have loaded on here, which is how I control the ESP without the functional test. This is the one I use for the functional test. Right here is where it's where I was using the DOS and I was sending the command, and the command was I'll have to show that to you in a second. These were the commands I was sending in right here. I just went down here and I typed DOS, and then I would send these commands. You'll hear it click when I do this. You can hear it click because it's still connected. But that's what I've used for the functional test. I'll show you the other routine when I come right back. And this is the one for control with the C sharp interface on the computer GUI interface. Okay, this one is the GUI interface. I'll go ahead and show you what this one looks like, and I'll just hold it up so you'll know which one this program is. And I'll go ahead and just start it so you can see it. I'll probably have to stop this thing for a second because it takes a long time to this when it has too many resources running. Things kind of lock up on this computer. It's very old. Okay, so it looks like it's loaded. I'll move it over here and see if it turns it red, turns it green, turns it blue. This tests all colors. I think that's pretty neat. I liked it when it gets about that color. That's pretty neat. And then here's the relays. No, 3. Here's 4. Remember, I can control with Wi-Fi too, but it's a different code that controls with Wi-Fi. So I'm not using that code. I'm going to give you this code though, this source code, in just a second. Okay, I ran over a little bit on the last one. I was trying to show the code, so I have to back up and I'm going to have to remove that part of the video because it went over and I can't recapture that. So here's line 1 to line 28. This is line 27 to line 53. Remember, I would take snapshots so you can type the code in. This is line 53 to line 79. And then this is line 72 to line 94. And that 72 to line 94. And that's the end of the code. It's very short. Um, this is a WPF form, Windows form, C# with .NET. So I just wanted to mention that part of it. And that's about it for this code. I haven't compiled it. Well, I haven't created an installer. I haven't done that yet, but I will later after I have a few more features.